That's not just for show and tell. I hope everyone was doing that. People, deluded. I'm back again. It's Fulham against Arsenal. Completely off topic, people. But I want to just ask you lot a simple question to get the creative juices flowing. The first thing I'm going to ask you lot, who's better out of Declan Rice and Caicedo? Just let me know. Someone just comment the ones that they think. Try and not be biased, people. But yeah, the Premier League is back. The international break is done. Mikel Arteta is obviously giving his press conference. We've got Fulham, which is the start of a big week for us, actually, and a big period. We've got Atletico Madrid midweek. We can only go one game at a time. Now, where Fulham's concerned, they've had our number, or they've quite simply, they've rained on our parade in recent years. Now, obviously, we've said the same about Newcastle, dealt with them. Said the same about West Ham, dealt with them. Hopefully, the same for Fulham. Everyone's got a lot to say about Arsenal, as we know, good and bad up until this point, even based off pre-season. Everyone's had a lot to say about Liverpool, and Onslaught seems a bit rattled, if I'm completely honest with you. But for all the talk and all of those things, people, reality is I don't look at the league table. Allegedly, Arsenal are top. And allegedly, we're only 1 point clear of Liverpool. So if their poor form remains, we need to take advantage of that. But we're going to go over everything, man. So yeah, smash the like button, get comfortable, all of those sort of things, people. So yeah, man, what you lot saying? You lot make the community. I appreciate you lot. On the topic of community, I asked you lot for questions. The Q&As need to return. I think at 9 o'clock, something along those lines, the Q&A show. So big up you lot that got your questions in, my mods, my members, my long-term supporters. That'll be out there for you lot. And obviously, with Martin Ødegaard being injured and, the whole talking points around Ødegaard, Eze, Wanyeri, Kai Havertz, Mikel Merino, I've got a video coming out as well after this kind of focusing on that. And tomorrow, watch along business, man. So yeah, appreciative to you lot. Appreciate myself, man. Big up everyone locked in. Smash the like button. As I said there, tactical analysis, 7 p.m. Q&A 9:30. So go and take that in, man. And like you lot aired me as well. I asked, how is everyone? You can't even have manners on YouTube, man. Like, I care about you lot. We're a family. Everyone just aired. No one's done anything with their lives. No one's had a good week. Like, come on, man. As much as we like football, what's going on? Big up you lot around the world. Man said, big up DG, hardest worker, even though he don't overlap. Oh, bad man, don't overlap, man. Forget all of that, man. You don't need to do that. This man is late. Lateness is greatness. Word to Matisse. Karma. And you're a naughty one as well. So after your conduct, you know what, Karma? Big up yourself here, because when you're around our family and our community in the DG Nation, you act right. When we bring other content creators on, or like we get a bit more engagement, you start acting brand new. You're definitely the sort of friend that starts getting onto their friend in front of people. But it's okay, man. We wouldn't change it for the world. And boy, is annoying, man. It's crazy that he's behind his PC. He's just not started this show. You're annoying. But you know what? Normally that's not true. I ain't a liar. Unless it's together. But why did you say that, bro? It's all a joke. You're right. I was just listening to music. Well, you got to get yourself pumped up for the live stream, man. I was there gassing myself, man. Allow me. Big up the Arsenal perspective. Where you been, mate? You've been missing. And more Arsenal, appreciate you. And you know what? Yeah, big up more Arsenal, because I always see you offer some encouraging words of support. Appreciate you. Like, I don't know why, but I was going on my old AFTV vids and just pre in the comments. Who knows? There might be a video. And I saw you there, so appreciate you lot. Arteta defends Gyokeres, who attacked him. We're going to get into that, man. The press conference, just cool, man. Just cool. Appreciate the Arsenal perspective, because he actually answered the question in relation to who's better out of Declan Rice and Caicedo. For me, it's a techie one. It's a tough one, people, if I'm brutally honest. And I think it goes either way. You swap the shirts of these players. I think Chelsea fans are saying Rice is better. I think Arsenal fans are saying Caicedo's better. I would have loved both of them. Caicedo, we need a right back if Ben White can't stay fit, so you could do your thing. They're very even. I do think Caicedo is becoming more of a complete player, if I'm honest. And I don't want to sound like a hypocrite, but I will say this to provide a bit of perspective. Put Declan Rice in that Chelsea side in ahead of Caicedo, yeah. Can he do Caicedo's job in that team? Put Caicedo in in Declan Rice's role. Can he do that? Don't want to be a hypocrite, because there was a point when we signed Declan Rice, if you asked me that question, I might not have said, oh, could he do it? Could he do the 8th thing? I don't know. I think the only thing that really separates them is, I don't care what these statistics say. I think Rice is a lot more prone to scoring goals. I think he gets forward a bit more. I think he's got a bit more about him in the final third. And when the chips are down, bro, how many times have we seen it? Like, he does his thing. That's it, really. I think they're in the bracket. I think these two are the two best midfielders in the Premier League. Obviously, when Rodri is fit and he's firing and he's doing his thing, I think Rodri's up here. Everyone else is down there. So yeah, it is what it is, man. In that regard, two different playing styles. I hear it. For what it's worth, yeah, you are right. You are right, but they're kind of all action. Like Caicedo, they're asking him to get a bit more goals. They're asking him to pass forward. Obviously, Rice has become this box-to-box 8 and described himself as such. Arsenal fans, if you're not comfortable with Rice being an 8, I don't know what to tell you because he's not going anywhere anytime soon. We know he can do the 6 thing. But when you look at it, yeah, and obviously there are some factors behind this, you know, how Chelsea play, how Arsenal play, our form, you know, all of those kind of things. But passes completed, Rice is 4th. How many passes forward, though? Passing accuracy, Caicedo's 16th, Rice is 13th. I don't really care about passing stats really because you know if you take more risk as a midfielder, obviously you're gonna have more misplaced passes. Chance created, Caicedo's only created 1. Rice has created 6. Now, obviously, to be fair to Caicedo, that is being asked of Declan Rice. Opposition passes neck and neck, really. You know, Rice is 5th, my man's 4th. 196 passes with Rice, 197 with obviously Caicedo. Dribbles completed, Rice is 19th with 5, Caicedo with 3. Oh, that's another thing. Ball carrying, that's another thing. Rice got that over him. Rice defo got that over him. And people always say, oh, you got to do it in the champs and that. Well, you can't. We might not have won it. Ha, 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 do all of that stuff. You know what Saka's done for club and country. Name a team he ain't slapped it on. You know what Rice has done. Caicedo, I need to see something, man. But yeah, man. Rice is better than Caicedo because he's in the conversation while being played out of position. I love the shamelessness. This is a great opportunity for us concerning Fulham. They have a depleted squad, 7 players out. We must take advantage. Facts, keyword, words. We must take advantage. But at the same time, we have bucked into teams where we haven't been fully fit. If we go out there and do our job, it is what it is. Now, naturally, after the international break, I'm always kind of cautious as to what Arsenal is going to turn up or what team is going to turn up. I guess that's said for them and us. As you said, perspective, like they've got injuries. Obviously, a couple of our players haven't played as much. A couple of our players haven't been called up for their countries. Obviously, a lot have. Some players have played more minutes than others. A lot of our players actually with goals and assists, they've been doing their thing for their country. Hopefully, they correlate that. I think we're going to see Mikel Merino in that 10, innit? Arteta doesn't need to be asked twice. I think he's going to do it if I'm honest with you, man. But you're right, man. You're right. And they do have injuries. Caicedo offers more defensively. Rice offers more going forward. Does he really? I like Caicedo. He's on clamping, man. But shameless, he's a shin kicker. Does he really? You slap them both in the 6. It's even. It's genuinely even. Man, Rice should have... I was about to say something so inappropriate, but Rice offers a lot of protection in it, a lot of protection, as does Caicedo. I think it's even. I think if you're in a back 5, including a goalkeeper, and Rice is in the 6 or Caicedo's in the 6, I think you're calm, really and truly, if I'm honest. I don't care about this Rice Caicedo. I don't know. Johnny, come on, you're fun at parties. Fun at parties, isn't it? Bloody hell. Arteta doesn't mean it. He didn't want Gyokeres in the first place. I disagree. Obviously, I don't think Gyokeres was the guy. I think they wanted Sesko. But naturally, if you're going after a striker, you're going to have several targets. The dream might have been Isak. Ollie Watkins' name probably came up in conversation. 1-2 other names, Vlahovic, maybe, obviously Gyokeres, and then Sesko. And then when you break it down and they start looking at them individually, obviously this one might be better at this than that one and this one and that one. But then when you look at it, okay, Ollie Watkins, he might be a bit too old. Is that unrealistic? You know, Sesko, they're trying to take us through the houses. You like Gyokeres if it gets to it? All right, cool, boom, bring him in. Is where it is. That I'm not having, like, I don't even think, and I don't even believe that because it's a cop-out, whether you like it or not. And I'm talking about Arteta. The man's here, innit? The man's here. You've got to make it work. Would you have preferred Gyokeres or no forward? Like, Arteta had to have sanctioned it. Like, let's be serious. I know people say a lot of stuff, but let's be serious. Everybody says Arteta's got a lot of control and all of these things with recruitment. Do we really think if Arteta really didn't want Gyokeres, 100% didn't want Gyokeres or didn't want Gyokeres at all, do we really think he's signing for Arsenal and we're seeing this? Well, to be fair, we ain't seen that. It sounds good, Kwame. And I know, that kind of, for me, is from the same hymn sheet of, oh, he's been here 6 years, £1 billion spent. It's not necessarily wrong. It sounds good, but the devil's in the details. You start breaking things down and thinking logically, it don't really make sense. And for me, whether he wanted it or not, he's here. You didn't, well, at the time of bringing Ramsdale, you wanted Raya, but when you brought in Ramsdale, you got a bit of a trick out of it. The Athletic said a few years ago, we wanted Conde, never got him. You got Ben White, you got a trick out of him. You know, things of that ilk. And there's been others. You wanted Hato, all right, that didn't bang. Hincape's arrived. Like, it is what it is. It is what it is, man. All I know is Arsenal's better than Chelsea, easy. as I said, for many months. Ødegaard out means opportunity for Wanyeri. Does it? Yes. And also no, because I think we're going to have to box cleverly, in it. Like, the less players you have to pick from, obviously, the more you run into the red zone. It all depends on what team we're playing and all those kind of things. But naturally, you want to see Wanyeri. And I got a video coming out about this, shameless plug. Naturally, when you think of that Ødegaard role, that 10, that 8.5, that right centre mid, I know the game's changed and we talk a lot about pressing and with goalkeepers, how good they are passing the ball forward. Even though if a goalie doesn't pass the ball forward, you're going to be in trouble. And how a defender, an attacker or a striker, is your first defender, kind of. That's why they're big on pressing. But at the same time, I do think the game's changed. Now, obviously, if we're just looking at, if you're in that creative role, Wanyeri, Eze, you lot fight it out. That's what we want to see. But when you factor in all the others, you have to bring Kai Havertz into the conversation. You have to bring Merino into the conversation. I don't think it will get to that, but there probably is scope for there might be a game, because the games are coming thick and fast. Trossard might have to go into that role and we just keep it moving. But this is why we have a squad, man. All I seen is DG whipping the likes whip when I entered the chat. Horrible, man. Absolutely horrible, man. You're making up stories. Okay, you lot, members and mods and stuff, watch Karma closely, especially when Shirley's here, man. Don't let her through it. Hi, Charles, big up yourself. Another one that's here. Charles, comment again, because I don't know why you're not a mod. You're always here, man. DG, do you legitimately think City will challenge for the title this season? I do. I think they're going under the radar. Now, I don't quite believe that, because obviously football is followed by thousands every week, millions over the world. You can't go under the radar, really and truly, and especially City. They might have fallen off, but they're still the big dogs. But I think they're going under the radar. A lot of the conversation has been, Liverpool look unstoppable despite, their mishaps. Obviously, in the last week before the international break, we're happy as Larry. It's all Arsenal. We're the favourite. Supercomputers doing all of this stuff, bookies, etc. No one's really talking about City, but they've got something like Liverpool that we don't have. They've got the know-how. I do think there's chinks in the armor, but 100% I think it's a 3-horse race. And we was talking about Caicedo. My man plays for Chelsea. Don't let them get away with this. We were hearing there were dark horses. I saw a lot of pundits put them above us. When they won the Club World Cup, by default, they're champions of the world, so they can be champions of Europe. Don't run. They're involved in this. We got to bring it home, man. Rice is more of a goal threat, and he does have his clutch moments. I'm starting to think we've seen the best of Rodri. Slyly, innit? He's not fit as well. Slyly. Talk when Caicedo scores 2 of the best free kicks in recent memory against Premier League competition. Exactly. And I'm being shameless, but I remember a few years ago at the bridge what Rice did. Caught Sanchez out. Well, we have to stick with Rice. Rice is mustard. Like, Rice is one of the easiest names on the team sheet. Well, I love Declan Rice, to the point where I do think there's scope to have Zubamendi, like, for example, Zubamendi, Ødegaard, Eze, or throw Wanyeri into that. But I don't feel comfortable if Declan Rice isn't in our team. He's doing the box-to-box 8 thing. He takes assists. I mean, he gets assists. He dead balls. I just don't feel comfortable. Like, I just think he's an all-action midfielder. Like, Arteta, you've introduced me to something I don't want to go back to. Like, and it's kind of poetic. I know he's not a defensive mid, and Zubamendi is, but isn't quite. You get where I'm going. Do you remember for years in the Emirates era, we were crying out for a CDM, and now look. So yeah, man, it is what it is. I'm sensing Merino and Eze masterclasses. I'm at the stage, just get the job done, man. Get the job done. I would love Gyokeres to score, because I think he needs the goals the most. He's got 6-7 games now, drawn blanks. It's dark. Merino can only get goals for his country, then for Arsenal. I do think the system's very different, and it gets the best out of Spain gets the best out of Merino, but that's a bit dishonest, because Merino has scored goals. And you know what? The Merinos, the Kai Havertzes, these are the guys that might even score the most important goals of our season, regardless of whether we win titles or not. Like, come on, man, have some respect on Mikel Merino. We forgetting he scored against the biggest team in Europe. We have to respect his team. Have to. And he loves a clutch goal as well. Speaking of Declan Rice being clutch, man. Rice is a staple in any diet, like his namesake. You ain't eating without rice. He's a must. Simple. Arteta has enough control to get Madueke in record time, yet Arteta doesn't have enough control to have wanted Gyokeres. This is what I'm saying. I'm just here to slander Pep through the Ola. Can't do it now. That City's books are being watched. Bit harsh. Are we gonna see the defensive stats? What defensive stats? Big up Rashid, man. I almost didn't clock you. Changed your thingy. Arteta possible one, FA Cup one, the DG uncomfortable conversations, bro. Yeah, let's have manners. 3 trophies, 2 English Super Cups, and obviously the FA Cup. And you got to remember, since he came in, we changed things off the field. We are also European champions as well. It's lit. That's his business. Like Arteta's gonna I don't want to forget Arteta for a second. Arsenal was going to win a trophy this year. And if we don't, now uncomfortable conversation because you got everything. Arteta, you got the tactical nous, you got the players, got the depth, got the experience because we've been bruised. Obviously, our team on the face of it isn't the most experienced, and our player isn't. But you look, I'm not being funny. The majority of you lot, the last 3 years, exclude this year, you know how the season's panned out. So we need to bring something home. The dream is, for me, the dream is the Champions League, innit? And the Prem. But Champs, Prem, FA Cup, League Cup. You got to bring something home. Dare I say two. Ideally, it's the Prem and all the Champs because that shuts up. Forget rivals, innit? I don't really care about what rivals have to say. It shuts up a lot of Arsenal fans, innit? If we win an FA Cup or a League Cup, people are going to keep talking. And rightly so, because it's not a major. But I think the players need to start getting over the line. So, yeah, man. Big up UK, really, man. You always hear, even if you're slandering. I can't lie. Caicedo will cook for us. Nah, you're a real one, DG. Appreciate the fact you remember your subscribers. 70k is a lot. It's a credit in itself. You best be in your trench coat later on Trench Talk. Big up yourself, man. I don't know if I can make Trench Talks, but big up yourself. And 70,000 is because of you lot. Like, some of you, like, if we rented, not that we've got money for that, but if we rented out the Emirates, some of you, unfortunately, couldn't get in. Even, you know, all the galley could get in 100%. Some of you might get sneaked, but appreciate you lot, man. Appreciate you lot. Thank you, man. Right? Caicedo will cook for us. Remember, like, if we stop being shameless, we tried to grab him. And one does wonder what it would have looked like to have Caicedo, Declan Rice. I still think we would have forwarded Zubimendi and all the others. I don't think Marino would be here. I wonder what it looked like for Kai Havertz. He would cook for us. But he would get a lot of suspensions and double yellow cards in games, man. Look what this shin kicker gets away with. I don't even like calling Caicedo a shin kicker, but it's an easy slander one. He's cold, though, man. He is cold. I can't believe it's free. Bro, don't argue with me, you know. It's not me. Is it not a trophy? Sir Alex Ferguson, when they say listen, I am not discrediting Sir Alex Ferguson, the legend that is Sir Alex Ferguson. But when they talk about all the honours he's won at Manchester United, they do include the Community Shield. It is on the website. I'm just an armchair expert. So if you can do that for Pep and this one and that one, what can I say? Do you not lift something at Wembley? Do you not have to win something? Arguably, the Community Shield's the hardest final to play because it's the first, like, it's in and amongst the preseason, and you know you have to get fitness and things like that. Can you bet that I'm shameless? 1,000,000%. But I want a legit one, man. You know, if we do a dub, if we win more than, if we win a trophy, full stop, let alone 2, it's dark. Not for us though. I can't wait to be shameless because I'm all for fair criticism. And I always say this. I try my best not to see the noise, but they're just bare pylon when it's Arsenal. I'm not going to lie. Like, I do think some Arsenal fans are victims, but I don't think any club is under the microscope as much. Like, somebody needs to tell Jamie O'Hara in particular, like, bro, you got released by Arsenal. It's cool, bro. That never stopped Andy Cole. That never stopped Harry Kane. It's all right, my guy. It's okay. It is all right. Please, just calm down. But I know these people are nothing but horse to the algorithm, so it's okay. Take it with a pinch of salt. Big up DG and the legendary Rashid. Shout out Rashid, man. Mikel Arteta should be sacked if he doesn't win anything. Boy, he's going to have to win something, innit? He's going to have to, man. That is the sentiment and the feeling around Arsenal fans. And to be fair with you, you can make a case of persisting with Arteta if he doesn't win silverware. But then I don't think you've got a leg to stand. I think that's very respectable. If someone says, I didn't believe in Arteta to begin with. He got me on side. We're flirting with it. We need to get over the line. You've spent all this money. You got the squad, you know, the defensive stats, all the stats, you know, reflect that we're a good team. But you might be the man before the man. I think that's a legit conversation. And I think you can have that with no malice. I think there's a lot of dishonesty with Arteta. I think some people are committed to hating the Don. And I think some people make out that the man walks on water. And I don't think that's true. And for me, I don't have this affinity to Arteta. I have it to the club. I think there's more pros than cons, but I always say for those that overly rate him, why are you not asking these questions? Because I rate Arteta. So I do think you need to be asked questions if you're not winning silverware. Do I think you're one of the best managers in world football? Not the best, but one of them, yes. Do I think you're one of the best in the league? Yes. Do I applaud you for, yeah, you've made mistakes, but if you left today versus when you walked in, are we in a better state? Yes. And all those other things. And, you know, we finished second for the last few years. You've gone to, for isolate Arsenal, this is your 3rd year in the Champions League, right? As a manager, you've got quarterfinals. Cool, Bayern dealt with us, but we didn't get. It wasn't belt to arse like it normally is. The Real Madrid thing, cool, we didn't beat PSG, but quarters, semi-final, so you're flirting with it. So I think it's a fair question to ask, bro. It's now time to get over the line, and if you don't, it is what it is. And next man might come in, and it still might not bang, or it could get better, or it could get worse. But at some point, you can't keep doing the same things, hoping for different results. So until we get over the line, I think everything is there, innit? If I'm honest, man. But it is what it is in that regards, man. Let's remove Caicedo for a sec before we get into everything else. I watched some Liam Brady films. He's miles clear of anything we've had at the Emirates, not named Santi or Rosa. Bro, Liam Brady, a baller, man. I wish I was a part of that generation. We do need a right back. Shane, one love. DG, the dream is the Premier League. Champions League needs some more source that comes from experience. Nah, man, I disagree, bro. But Premier League can't be a dream for man. I'm 30. I've seen us do it. Like it is a dream, but Champions League's a dream. That's something I ain't seen. I have not seen. Champions League's a dream. The big is. That's a dream. And I don't want to talk about others, but like in my 30 years, Man City were on fuck all. And now they've got to 2 finals more than us and won one. Chelsea, the manner in which they won the first one, slimy. Liverpool, I've seen, well, Liverpool been winning those things, but coming back from 3 goals down in the final, we don't get these movies. We've been to the same amount of finals as them lot down the road. Nah, man, the champs is the dream. The champs is the dream. I'll be buzzing if we win the Prem. 1,000,000% we win the Prem. Gas, equally as gas, but champs, man. If I was a footballer, I'd like, you know, playing for top 6 and all of that, they're champs, bro. Like, if you offered me, you say you can only win 1 trophy in your career. Like, obviously, I'm born in England, so let's just say Premier League and Champions League. You offer me the Prem or the Champions? Put my Champions League in the bag, man. Put my the Champions League. Some crazy final in like Paris or something like that. Like, it's crazy. I'm on that. You are right, though. You need experience. You do need a bit of earned luck. I think last year in the champs, like, it was romantic. Well, it started. We were dealing with business in the league phase. It was romantic how we beat Real Madrid, and then I think, as much as I think football is romantic and it's all about that kind of stuff, sometimes it's just about competencies. And across the 2 legs, definitely the one at Paris, I just felt, you know what, the lads are trying, bro. We're just not levels. Like, yeah, a couple players have been missing. And that's the first thing that made me think, Raj, you know how much of an L not signing a striker was? Or even when Partey, because remember the first leg, Partey got suspended. You then had to drag, you had to, Rice was starting to get form. You had to drag him from the 8 to the 6. Marino was doing his thing up front, had to drag him back into midfield. And you could see the gaps, really. So, yeah, man, I'd rather win the champs, though. Red Carnival will happen if we win the Prem. Bro, we're locking off London. And it needs to happen. We're locking off London. I'm out there till... Bro, if we won that, I'm going to Islington at 5 a.m. and I'm not leaving probably to the next day. And then I probably need to find a missus because 9 months from then, DG Jr.'s around, man. DG's in a good mood today. I'm always in a good mood, man. Bro, Jamie O'Hara, butthurt. But I can't take him seriously. Domestic treble DG, that is the peak for this team. Champions League will not happen without more difference makers, especially in attack. When it comes to key matches, we get suspensions and injuries. Yeah, I do think you need a couple more, man, with Stardust, man. But you never know, man. Happy Friday, folks. I don't think anyone sees Arteta as Jesus, although he signed Jesus under contract. Yeah, they do. Nah, I'm not going to have that. Because there's not a single Arsenal fan that rates Arteta more than me. The difference is I think some people suck him off. And if you're going to rate him to those high levels, you need to keep him accountable. And if I'm honest, as much as, you know, taking the job commendable, it's getting a bit too romantic and a bit too Disney Channel now, over the line business. Like, it's that simple. If I never rated you, I'm not asking you to win Premier League titles. You say you want it yourself as well. Get over the line, man. I'm not having that. There is a section of our fan base Arteta can do no wrong. Likewise, there is an unhealthy section of our fan base that he can do no right. 100%. And I think they're both bad as each other. I would love to, you know what, get you all in the boxing ring, stream that on the platform. Whoever wins, that's the narrative we're going with, man. So yeah, man. DG, Man City had 8 tries. Liverpool and Bayern and Real are different in champs. They'll win one here and there. Yeah, that's good. But we've been chatting since the day I was born. And I don't want to die without us winning that Champions League, because the way it weren't supposed to go like that in 06. If that was, I wish that was Football Manager. The game would have got restarted immediately. No, man. We need to win that. I don't care what we've got and what other teams got. Bring me that. I need that. And I just want to be, bro, especially if we, to be fair, Prem or the champs, I'm ready to be shameless. Do you know how shameless? I'm ready to be so shameless. Miles Lewis Skelly, best in the world. Oh, he's won Prem champs. It's the same for every other player because I've seen several other clubs get to do that shameless stuff. Even when he's my guy, but I'm sure you've all seen that clip about Declan Rice is a poor man's Jordan Henderson, even though Jordan Henderson is not a dud. And they're talking about, oh, he ain't won Jordan Henderson dragged Liverpool. Bearing in mind, when did Jordan Henderson join Liverpool? When did he win stuff? And then quite rightly so, on that very same video, someone pointed out Rice done it at West Ham. Oh, but it's not at Arsenal. Rice been there for 2 years. Did Henderson win stuff in his 2 years? And then if you want to be silly about things, okay, that's cool. We'll have that. Well, poor man's Jordan Henderson, someone that's won the champs, played for his country, did all those things. Cool, you can have that. But then if you're going to say that, then you have to hold what? Is Jordan, we could all be silly. Is Jordan Henderson a bigger Liverpool legend than Steven Gerrard then? Because he did something Gerrard couldn't do. Get over the line in the Premier League. You see why rage bait and chatting shit with 5 minutes of fame is very toxic. That's just me, though, man. You want to play Champions League? I get the reference. Several contexts into why he hasn't got over the line. Our squad now deals with a lot of those reasons. That's true. And I hear you. Nobody more than me on YouTube is more than happy to sit down and contexts and reasons and things like that. But then when you part that on the side, if you have a job, yeah, big up the 9-to-5s. And you're always explaining to the gaffer, oh, like my car broke down, I'm in problems with my wife, the trains weren't working. At some point, bro, I hear that excuses, but are you delivering? You have to get the job done. Unfortunately, in life, no one cares. Winners win and losers explain, and we're fucking good enough to go and win stuff. So it's time to stop explaining now. As much as the past brings regret and the future brings uncertainty, one thing we haven't done in these 3 years is seize the fucking present. We haven't, and it's time to do that now. I'm not on this explaining stuff week in, week out. This is a beautiful movie from August to May, and then it's bittersweet in May, matter of fact. So I hear you, but now over the line business now. We come a long way from Europa theme on Thursday nights. We have, man. Too true, DG. This club needs a Champions League movie. We almost had a night in Paris, but Barca put that to bed. We must be the European champions. We must. We're the biggest team not to win that. I've seen PSG go do it, man. No, bring me that. Bring me that. Bring me that. Bring me that. We were much worse last season and we finished runners-up in the champs and PL. This season can only be better. We finished runners-up in the Champions League. I know the Galley won it, but we finished runners-up in the champs. Let me go and find my laptop because there must be some information. I thought Barcelona were Inter Milan. Type this in. Hey Siri, where's my laptop? There must be something. I don't know what happened there. I don't know. Like, did we play in the final? So we got smoked like 5-0 by PSG. We lost to the eventual winners, bit like in the League Cup, but when? Johnny, when? I'm down. I'll be real, DG. Put me in the ring. Yeah. I'm becoming the Black Vincent McMahon. What's my man that used to sit there and say, "Yo, just for that, you're fighting the Undertaker." All right, cool. We got Rashid is the first fighter signed to DG Productions. Yeah. Kenny. I need to get Kenny as well. Arsenal's Kimbo Slice. People just act dumb when it comes to Arsenal, bro. Act stupid. But what do you think it's for, though? I'm all for. You know what? I don't like people slagging off my team. But yeah, ask us questions, call us bottlers, do those things. But what you're not gonna do is gaslight me. There is clearly, this is one thing that I think it's a mind games with Arsenal. Yeah, nobody rates us. Nobody rates our players. Nobody rates anything with this club. All you lot do is talk on my fucking team every minute. Every minute, nobody rates Saka. The minute one little right winger do a little shimmy, oh my god, he's better than Saka. So if he's allow it. Bare challenges have come for Saka. And they're all on fuck all. Rice ain't good. Always talking about him. Gabriel, we've been through the trenches. Certain man said Rey Mysterio, Lisandro Martinez was better than him. David Raya's not good. What's going on? Certain man were gassing up Onana. Please, just be fair. And certain people said Levi Cole. Big up Levi Cole. We actually like him. He's better than Saliba and Gabriel. Bro, I've seen fuckery. So what they're not gonna do is poke us with a stick, and then when we reply, there's issues. But this is why I say just air it. When you know certain platforms or individuals are chatting shit, ignore it. For people that don't even support Arsenal, let alone Arsenal, for football fans that laugh and a joke, we actually talk about what's happening all the time in the world for them. But unfortunately, this is the dynamic we're in. And what I'm about to say, I extend it to myself. If we are now going on YouTube, going on social media, watching TV and we're seeing people behave like this and we're getting vexed, it's our fault. We know they're dickheads. Why are you going to argue with an idiot? And until we realize this and ignore these things, they're still going to get their engagement because they're laughing. You think they don't know they're chatting shit? But when they go and look at their spreadsheet and their analytics, and this has got traction, more views, more influence, they're keeping it moving. But I want better for my people, DG Nation. This is why we say I don't tell you what to think, just think. But it's never going to change. This is where we're at. People always going to buy it. And do you know what? Football Mirror Society, that's actually something that, what's the right word? Like extends to society as well, man. But hey, man, it is what it is. I even forgot to make this subscriber only. If you're not a subscriber, I don't know what to tell you, mate. And this is why I do this, because I'd rather just talk football with people that actually just want to talk about football, like, and are on my type of timing, really. There's scope for everything, balance, all these kind of things. But unfortunately, it's never going to happen, man. Run up the likes, people. Vamos, DG Nation. All the big talk, but when he predicts a draw at home to United, this is your king, huh? Whatever you're saying, Saka's big brother, man. I don't know what you're saying there, but don't know. Yes, we finished runners-up in the Champions League. For me, PSG's final was in the semi-final against us. The final was a walk through the park. Johnny, I hear that, but that's not how life works, bro. Like, literally got to the semi-finals. It was PSG versus Inter. I'm sorry, my guy. It's not making sense. Yeah, hey, Teddy Long, that's his name, man. No one's going to explain this season patterned to the wifey kid. RSQ8 going to be flying at work. And this is what we need, man. For some of you that have been following me for years, we've been in the trenches. We deserve to have that. I want to be here with sunglasses and a cigar. We deserve this. I deserve this. Some Arsenal fans don't deserve this, but at the end of the day, you're part of us, innit? It is what it is. Compare all their players to us, but they don't rate them. Exactly. So you do rate us. You clearly rate us as a club. You clearly rate us as a club and clearly rate our players. You have to. Salah can be clear of Saka, this guy. Smith Rowe versus Eze is going to be fire. We'll see who's the better 10. You know I love Smith Rowe, but come on now. Let's be serious. I'm here to collect tears from rivals. First, I'll cry tears of joy. Then I want everyone. Like, I don't think Arsenal will dominate, because domination for me is like City. But, hey, listen, make Arsenal start winning stuff. Because if you think Arsenal fans are unbearable now, just wait. Even me, I'm becoming a villain, low-key. Saka's big brother geezer just likes crash out, serious rage baiter. Whatever gets you off, man. It's a bit weird, but whatever gets you off, my boy. Like, whatever you got to do in this life, man, just make sure you hit the smash. People like that definitely have to smash the like button. They just wasted time. People, yeah, Junior, you're right. People act dumb, but they're going to, innit? So let's just ignore them, win some shit. We say now, and even when we win, what are they gonna do? Oh, it took you 100+ years to win the Champions League. It's about time. You spent 2 billion. It's about time you won the Premier League under Arteta. Can you do it again? The goalpost always gonna move. They moved with They moved with the fucking Invincibles. People downplay that. Oh, they had 12 draws. So what, blood? They never lost a game, bro. Are you stupid? Are you nuts? The City thing as well. Oh, they spent money. So what? They won a treble. Same with United. Even though referees, I can't wait for the panorama drops. Chatting shit. It's jarring. So, yeah, let's just win stuff. I never said Saka's the best in the world. He's definitely top 5, though. Yamal's better than him. I'll give you that. He's definitely up there. What, for me, I know he doesn't really play there, and he won the Ballon d'Or playing as a false 9, but what, in no order. Dembele, Elise for me, Sakadinho, Yamal, and Salah, innit? Yeah. What's your prediction for this season? All 4. Define prediction. Because how do you predict? I predict that we're going to run around every game. I predict that we're going to try our best to defend our goal and try and score in others. It all depends. What do you mean? I predict that Saka is going to, use his left foot this season. There's predictions. There's probabilities. What specifically are you asking me, Rashid? Like, what are you asking me? I'm not going to lie. I don't think we're going to win the Prem. But it does feel like the stars are aligning and we got to make a bloody good go of it. I still think Liverpool win the Prem, and by God's grace, can I be wrong? I think Liverpool win the Prem. I can't predict champs. And I'm going to just say I don't know who wins it. I don't think us, but I don't know who wins it. FA Cup's coming home. League Cup needs to come home. I think we've got a chance. I think we got a chance at the Prem, though, man. But you know what it is when you support Arsenal? It's not to say we're the big bad bullies. But I always think the only people that tend to stop us is ourselves. I think we stopped ourselves last season. Had we have had the summer, can't go back in time. It is what it is. But the summer we had this year, right? If we had it last summer, what could have been? You know, obviously the first year we fought for the title, cool, we didn't expect it. But, you know, if Saliba doesn't get injured, or in those kind of games where there were some games we was doing nonsense, what could have been? The season in between that, where we ran it down to the last season, what could have been? So it just feels like we defeat ourselves. But it, like, bro, the manager's managing, the players are doing their thing. It's just the depth is, look at Berta's regulating. We're not onto the cronkies. We're doing all right. We're moving all right. It feels like we can do it. Like, it feels like Arteta as well. Like, you found the balance of when to overcomplicate, when to not. Like, I'm very happy with Olympiacos as well. But let's be serious. Olympiacos, Newcastle, West Ham, because it just felt like Arteta, the balance is there. You know, you found the freedom within the framework. We're defending, we're doing all these things, but you're just putting players in place. You're doing what you need to do. There's still gears to go up. You know, there's still gears to go up. There's still a lot of things that we need to do. But it feels like it's aligning. But I think I said it in August when we started. I'll actually only believe we win something, or I think better yet, I said I only think we'll win the Premier League when if by God's grace, and whether you're Muslim, Christian, Buddhist, even if you're atheist, fucking start praying that we do this. I think I only believe we've won something when I actually physically see us lift it, man. Like, it is what it is, man. 70% set piece goals. Okay, cool. What's wrong with that? So we can still source. We'll start Arteta's clocking now, Rashid. We can source on the field, set pieces. We're lit. Come on, man. Stop nitpicking, man. Just be happy. By all means, have all of that. But come on, man. All Arsenal fans, we just need to do this hooligan thing this year, man. We just need and again, you know me, I'm not just saying support for the sake of it, but let's just get behind the lads, man. When we take L's, we ask questions 100%. When we win, we kind of nitpick. You know me. If we want to get to the next level, there's so much things we could have learned from the Newcastle game. I just said that I'm very happy about how we played, but we should have put 3-4 past them in the first half. I've been critical and still am, because the jury's still out. But last season, Arteta, attacking sense, we was meaty. Pre-season, we was meaty. Up until that Newcastle game, it was meaty. The last 3 games, you put the handbrake down or whatever. I'm looking at the players now, like, you know, in situations, you're not scoring. So there are things we could do better. We could always do better, man. It is what it is. But Rishi, come on. They got onto us. They used to say, oh, Arsenal were too naive defensively. They can't defend. Now we're decent defensively. Everybody says all we do is defend. Where last time I checked, by the same token, people sit there and say, oh, Arsenal can't break down low blocks. Cool, that's okay. Do we not play low blocks every week or mid blocks every week? The teams, you know, Pep Guardiola, the way they did it, did they not change how they play when they play us? That's the territory, and I rate them for that. It's competency. So everybody's playing defensive football then. They said we don't do anything from set pieces. But if they don't want us to score from set pieces, defend better. It's for a tomorrow thing, but we're the corner boys. Don't give us those corners, boy, because we might just score from them corners, boy. How many times? Come on, man. Forget that. Forget that. It's a hooligan thing this year. A change is here for our club. None of those seasons we had this type of roster, bro. You have to agree with that. Yeah, logically, we never had it. We never had it. We never had it, 100%. But I did feel the first year we fought for the title. Before I looked around, I felt there was things we could have done better. The next year, the same. Last year, the same. So you're right. We've got all the tools. But you could go Selfridges and buy all the designer clothes you want. You need to be able to rock the fit in it. And that's how I'm looking at the gaffer. The players are there. You've got it within you. You know about fine margins and every game is a cup final and all of this. Make sure and maybe do stuff, because I can't protect you from certain conversations that will have to be said. I think that's only going to be said with us, because for what it's worth, I don't think the gaffer gets sacked if you don't win a title, as you lot know. Appreciate you, SJs. The man has said smash their likes, man. Even if Liverpool win the league, although I've seen them finish in third for many months, I'm 100% sure Saka will have a better season than Salah, and he'll only get better and Salah worse. Well, naturally, you know, Salah's getting older. Saka's obviously in the prime of his career, so that's going to happen. That's not going to be a tonic for me, though, car. That's dead. I want to win stuff now, because it's actually realistic. Like, it's not a pipe dream anymore. Like, we're actually a bloody good, decent team. We're actually closer to getting over the line in the Prem and the champs and this one and that one than going the other way. So I don't want to hear that, man. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to do this explaining thing. You def have PTSD, bro. I'm an Arsenal fan. We've been here. DG keeping expectations low to avoid the pain of failure. I feel no. Because if we don't win the Prem, Champs, but if we don't win the Prem, if we get embarrassed in the Champs or don't win it, I'm disappointed. You lot saw how flat I felt in them reactions. You can go and watch them match reactions, them as well. And the FA Cup, that always needs to come home every year. And especially with Man United being absolutely pony, we're the two most successful clubs at that. We could have scumbagged a bit more. League Cup, just win it in it, winning mentality, all that kind of jazz. So definitely don't get it twisted. Like, there's definitely not no low expectations. No, we need to win shit, bro. Big up yourself, Jordan. DG, enough love, bro. I thought of you during my Insta tribute to Sarah Regis not too long ago. Bring back the Ian Wright clip before the shows. Appreciate you, my boy.
People deluded, I'm back again.
Come on, Ian, man. Come on. We got Ian for that, man. DG, if we win the EPL or the Champions League, you need to go on vacation to relieve all the stress. I got a holiday next year anyways, man. I ain't been on holiday for time. I think it's required, man. It's required. But yeah, bro, you lot of them, oh, you got PTSD. We all do. We all do, fella. Winning trophies is difficult with Gyokeres up top. It's not. He's won it for Sporting. Let's say that, Sacks, man. Come on. Now we win the Prem. Champions League is a bonus, big bonus. Also, we need a smaller bonus, FA Cup or something. Hopefully, Kat Yarabal gives you morale for the rest. Let it all work out. Hey, she's a idiot, you know. Nah, joking, G. Hopefully, but I don't get me gassed still time, because I remember man saying it's only been 5 games now. Calm down. It's only 7. It's 7 games. It's set. We need to calm down. So I'm not getting excited, because for all this talk about Liverpool, there are points behind us. And for me, I just look at ourselves. It's not that I want to be critical. How do we get to the next level? For me, these boys, assuming Arteta, whatever you've been doing in the attacking sense, that remains shooting boots. I love Eze, but if we're real, he needs to start scoring. Trossard, you need to start scoring. Martinelli, you need to start scoring. Madueke, when you're back fit, you've done bloody brilliant. You need to start scoring. Gyokeres, you fucking need to start scoring. You know, all of these men need to start scoring, because there's only push comes to shove. It's at this moment in time, if I had to put my life savings, it's still Saka to get these goals. And then it's set pieces. So probably, you know, if Rice is in the box or he's delivering, that's him. And obviously Gabriel Magalhaes, and goals win games, innit? So got to find a way. Glass half full. You've been hanging out with a gal too much. Nah, I'm an old man, man. I like to be balanced, man. Big up a gal as well. Kenya is mourning the loss of a big political leader. Thought so with anyone mourning. I think we win the Prem because of sometimes boring, controlling, monotonous way we approach every game. It's annoying life, but I get it, bro. If we win a trophy, who cares? Like, who cares? Arteta is the only coach who gets criticized for scoring a goal type of way. You know how much other coaches wish they could rely on set pieces, and unlike our players, all they get assists from corners. Why are these things not things in football? This is why I always say, if you lot are hearing these sound bites and you're getting annoyed, you have to blame yourself now. Pardon me, because people want to be disingenuous. My Dutch team, PSV, will win the Eredivisie before Arsenal. Okay. Wow. Big up DG helping the late work forward. Appreciate you, my boy. I don't remember Arsenal playing Eredivisie. You lot are biting debate. I'd rather win Champions League than a domestic treble. Because they will say it's the fake treble as well. Sacks, man, that's a naughty one. I'm visualizing the League Cup, the League Cup, the Premier League, the FA Cup, and then the champs is over there shining at me. Hi, darling. You all right, yeah? Why you not smiling? Yeah, it's a champs thing. Yeah, I'm with you. It's a champs thing. EPL harder than champs, in my opinion. I hear that, but wait. Yeah, no, but like, there's no margin for error when it's the knockout rounds, in it. Like, you just got to get the job done. It's difficult, man. It's very difficult. Sounds like someone's still salty over that 7-1. But 3 gal better than 1. Listen, thoughts of SLD are not shared with myself, people. So yeah, let's see what's going on with Mikel Arteta in the press conference and all that good stuff. Now, I don't look at the league table. This could be AI. But allegedly, Arsenal are top. 16 points. Liverpool got 15. You know they're going to smoke Man United, man. And this is why we can't really pre the table, because it's going to fluctuate. Spurs, we going to run Spurs into this title challenge. City are only 3 points off. Again, it's 7 games. Like, the table's not really making sense at this moment in time like that. Like, no one's really far away. Hopefully, Man United crash down from 10th to 14th. Well, you know what? Man United better help we do them a favor, because Fulham beat us. They're ahead of you lot. Crazy. And if Liverpool go beat you, it's a missed opportunity. And again, people, we know it's a tough run of fixtures coming up. Let me zoom in just in case you lot can't see this properly. But Fulham away tomorrow, 5:30. We'll be live from 4:30, people. Atletico Madrid on Tuesday. Ooh, next Sunday, even though one game at a time, Crystal Palace, naughty. But look at their games. Everybody's going to have to stand up to be kind. We need our players to be fit. Arteta's going to have to box cleverly throughout this period now, man. But we listen, every football fan knows what time it is now in October, entering November. But yeah, let's see what Arteta said. Arteta update on Zubimendi, Ødegaard fitness. What has he said? Hey, Zubimendi, don't mess about. We need you. I don't want to hear anything about no other injuries for no one. It's very unlucky what's happened to him and his injuries this season. I think he'll be back in a few weeks. We'll have to see how he progresses, how the knee's healing, and how he manages after the next steps in his rehab. That's obviously about Martin Ødegaard. All players come from different countries with different amounts of games and minutes played. Yeah, and the Spanish manager. Can't lie, man. I can see why Hansi Flick don't like you. I mean, don't get twisted. If I'm Thomas Tuchel, if I'm the Spanish manager, I would take the risk. I don't care if Mikel Arteta or Hansi Flick or anyone's, oh, can you give him rest and that? No, because I've got my own job to do. People are going to be on me. So I hear it, but the Spanish manager runs his players into the ground, really. Like, if I'm completely honest, he ain't, I mean, Zubimendi's a bloody good footballer, but he's giving him no rest, people. And he said, and you would have seen apparently a part of training Zubimendi didn't take part of, but all players come from different countries with different amounts of games and minutes. We believe that sitting Zubimendi out was the right thing to do. He played 2 games again. His load has been really high recently, and he needed an extra day, but he'll be available. Declan Rice, Wanyeri, Eze. Declan Rice, Eze Marino. We'll have to see. I'm playing Zubimendi against Fulham, but that kind of makes me think, oh, are you gonna, start him on the bench again? And then he comes on. He definitely starts at. He has to start at Atletico Madrid. White is very similar. We are monitoring all players and given a specific menu to each one of them to make sure they're in the best condition. Obviously, White's not been able to play any part for England, so that one's scary. Hincapie did take part in training. He'll be in training again today with us. And if everything is right, he'll be available as well. He's a player who's going to help us a lot. He's going to bring something different to the team. We need to get him going, get to that speed that is necessary to compete at this level and gradually get him to where we want. I mean, he's one, Hincapie. I know you want to play against Atletico Madrid. You're a shithouser. And that is a game for that kind of stuff, people. So it'd be interesting to see. I don't think Zubi missed a game since pre-season. It's crazy, isn't it? Champions League for me, but I understand if someone says treble, it's just that a big club needs to have at least one, bro. We need that. Zubi has man of the match against West Ham. I'm not having it. Rice Nah, Zubi did well off the bench, if I'm honest. But look at what we've got. For a large period of time, it was just Saka be our man of the match. Now look what's going on. Good day. First champs loading. We have to keep pressing. We'll win. I hope so, man. Big up Parker, the Gooner. Smash the like button, like he said. Agreed. I missed our attacking football 2 seasons ago. Eze and Gyokeres need to start banging in goals, but Teta's style of play isn't ideal for either. It isn't. But the last 3 games, I keep saying this, I think it's more on the players. But Arteta, you got the tools, man. You got the tools. I'm happy to see Hincapie. He's spoken on Noni Madueke and Kai Havertz, in which, big up hand of Arsenal, he did say Kai Havertz is ahead of schedule. Noni is getting closer. He's going to start very soon to do some running and stuff. And then again, let's see how that reacts. Kai is very difficult. There's still a lot to do in his rehab. He is really pushing it. We know Kai, and that's why we love him so much, but we have to wait and see. I think we are doing really good work with him again. He wants to break every timeline, I'm sure. But that's why we have to protect him and make sure that when he comes back long term. Agreed. Now, I know it's a bit of a different injury, but radio silence with Gabriel Jesus, in it. So maybe he wasn't asked in the press conference, but that's not going on. Arteta on leadership, Martinelli and Fulham test. Okay, what's this leadership thing? It makes me proud, not only here, but with the national team. Every time I talk to the national team coaches, the way they talk about our players and the roles that they've been given in the last few years, it tells you about the leadership, the accountability, and how much they trust them. Yes, Martin is out, but we have various kind of leaders in the team now that they have. Okay. They have ownership and accountability to deliver what is required. Martin will continue to have a role, even when he's not playing, to push and support and keep the demands high in the team. What has he said here? On Martinelli, he's doing what we expect from everybody to do when he's got the minutes, the opportunity to deliver and to impact the game, and especially the results. Then his attitude overall, his behavior, the way he trains, the way he carries himself, his willingness to learn constantly. There are many examples throughout the team. But very pleased to see Gabby going to the national team again, scoring and performing well. You lot thought Martinelli was going to not have a good season in a World Cup year. Every one of you that sold your stock, stay over there. We're back now. We're back. We don't need a left winger. He's back. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. I get excited sometimes. Calm down. Calm down. But don't listen to me. Not that you're watching me. Don't listen to me. I'm chatting to you on YouTube. You're a sporting director. Forward a left winger, and then I think we're laughing. That's all good signs, because when they come back, their spirit is good, their confidence is good, so everything is easier. What has he said on Craven Cottage? We head to Craven Cottage looking to end a run of 2 games without a win at the West London ground. We keep getting done up by posh shoots. Something Mikel was keen to put right. You always learn from that. It's true that at the end they will have certain new players, the state of teams and where we are. It is different to last season as well. And then the game, the context of the game changes, especially last year. Immediately when we're in total control of a game, and then in one moment we concede the goal. Don't worry, Kivio's not here. We've got serious defenders now. And then it's a different game to be played. But we learn from it. Obviously, we want to make it different, especially the results that we had in the last few years, and do our best to achieve it. Fair enough. And Gyokeres has blanked in 5 of his last 7 this season. I don't think anyone's got him in the FPL, but trust me, he's scoring 2 against Fulham. Don't trust someone that says trust me, but trust me, people. Let's see every word. On Ødegaard, it will be weeks. There's no definite date for his return, but he's evolving well. It's very unlucky what's happened with him and his injuries this season, but I think he'll be back. He did say it could be after the next international break, but we have to see how he progresses, how the knee's healing, how he manages after the next steps in his rehab. So it's too early to give an answer. We have gone over the Zubamendi, Hincapie, and Benjamin White stuff. And yeah, he is going to bring some. We've gone over that with Hincapie. We've gone over that with Madueke. We've gone over that with Kai. On being one of the longest serving Premier League managers. Win or something. I'm very privileged and grateful as always, and to be present on the day, because we know that our job is the only thing that requires it. On getting a win at Fulham for the first time since 2023, Newcastle's a good example, West Ham as well. In the last 2 seasons, we lost against them at home, so that's an opportunity tomorrow. We know that it's a really tough place to go. They're a very well coached side, and we're going to have to be at our best tomorrow, which is true. Do we agree? Do we disagree? Oh no. Gyokeres is moving on. Vasectomy mode. That's a why, bro. Like, Sacks living up to your name. Don't worry about his sack, bro. Just worry about what he's doing with a football, man. Gyokeres on course for 16 PAO goals, decent return. I'd love 20. Right now, with what we're talking about, Gyokeres, I'll bite your hand off for 16. But yeah, Martinelli, like a striker, needs service. He can create goals 1v1 like Bakayo. Ancelotti used him as a striker. But then again, yeah, when you go and pre that, go and look at the run of, I think it's Igor Jesus when he scored. Go and look at what he's doing. And that helped Martinelli. We're not going to change the way we play for Martinelli to play up front. I do think it's a striker thing for him. But yeah, we need a left winger. Nelly only half decent in the middle. Centre. We'll win DG. I hope so. Big up our third striker. All right, George, where you been? I could see him giving Ødegaard a start against Fulham. Minutes. And then you might get started in the League Cup. You ain't got time for that, man. For what reason? Respectfully, if Ødegaard plays, obviously, got my support. Ødegaard's not a little boy, but what's Ødegaard bringing? Like, so man, I'm saying don't play Rice, don't play Zubamendi for Ødegaard, respectfully, like, because that's what needs to happen for him to play. If we win, great, but come on, man, dead that. Nah, man, forget that. Ødegaard don't need to start, man. Let Uncle sit on the bench, man. Just look after, make sure Max Dowman has done his homework. Tutor him. Facts, DG. This many options have me a different type of relaxed this season. Man of the match can come from anyone, and this is why we need to win. Zubamendi is our best sign of the season so far. Come on. Zubamendinho better than Partey. Rather Merino than Ødegaard. In the middle of the park, in the pivot, I'd rather Ødegaard. So yeah, man. Leave. I'm not. Come on, Sacks. Leave Gyokeres alone, man. DG, what is the 7-0? What are you referring to? I don't get that reference, but what's going on here? So yeah, we've gone over that. So yeah, we're gonna have to be our best to beat Fulham. There's a platform to build performances and results, that's for sure. We want to be consistently be able to defend at that level. In order to do that is how well we attack and how committed everybody is to doing what we're doing. If we continue to do that, it's going to give us a big chance to get to what we want. On the confidence, our defensive record gives the full team. I think it talks about the organization of the team, the consistency that we are showing in many aspects. The more we do those things in a lot of parameters throughout the season and establish ourselves in those categories at the highest level, the bigger the chance will be to achieve what we want. Come on, man. Look at the gaffer, man. Look at the gaffer. We can't style him, man. Look what's going on. On the leadership group, we've definitely gone over that. Listen, big up the LA Rams and all of that stuff. Respectfully, I don't give a monkeys about that, if I'm honest with you. On if he prefers being top or chasing. Bro, it don't really matter, bro. Man just need to, everybody's got the same amount of games. Win your game. You have to win more than Liverpool and City. See where it takes us. And he kind of said it there. I prefer to win every game. The only thing that we can do is perform really well on Saturday and win the game. As you said, it's super early. It's not the moment to start looking at that. I ain't looked at it at all, Gaffer. It's more the moment now to look at performances. Oh, but when DG says it, to look at ways that we can sustain certain things that we're doing and improve others. That's the only way, and that increases the chances when it matters. When it comes to March and April, to be in the best possible position, then you ask me that question. I'll tell you for sure I want to be at the top. On the biggest positives from the first 10 games, a lot of things. There have been two very different blocks. In the second block, because some of the issues we had to increase our availability in the squad. That was one of the main things to do. The impact that anyone could have in the game, whether he was playing or finishing, or he wasn't even in the squad. I hear you, Gaffer, but how can they impact the game if they're not in the squad? I think we did that really, really well. And then we had a few things that we wanted to be more unpredictable. I think we can go up the gears in that, to threaten the opposition more, to be super consistent in all defensive aspects of the game as well. We've gone to a different level in the next block. Can we sustain a lot of those things and increase others? That's the objective. Come on. Come on. And he's been gassing up Martinelli as well. He's doing what we expect from everybody when he's got minutes to... Oh, sorry, we've gone over that as well. On Declan Rice, his performances this season, I think he's adapting to the qualities that we have, and as well a certain chemistry, a certain relationship that you notice. And with 8 new players in the squad, different things emerge. Now he's spoken about Gyokeres. He brings so much. And watching the games back, I'm very pleased with what he's given to the team. I told him before the first meeting, the 9 that I want is a 9 that when he doesn't score for 6 or 8 games, he can handle that. And if not, you have to go somewhere else because the pressure is gone. The expectation is going to be there. So if you put on the number 9 shirt for Arsenal, full team, but we get the point. You have to be able to say, okay, 6 games, don't score. I'm a different player. I start to act in a different way. I want much more of the same of what he's doing. Once we have those opportunities, put them in. I'm sure it's going to happen. Trust me, tell them again, run up the likes if you haven't. Norgard is an engine of a midfielder. I can see him doing well against Fulham. He would definitely do well, but I'm just simply saying, if you're going to play start Norgard, are you dropping Declan Rice or Zubimendi? That's why, because for me, I think there are 2 stronger options for the Fulham game than him. But we do have a squad. You never know what the gaffer could do. On the balance between left and right footers in the squad, it's a really good balance, and it's a very rare thing to have. We have thought about it a lot, but it's a coincidence, certain things, because, for example, 3 academy grads, 3 of them are left-footed. That's quite rare. I have 3 sons, 2 of them are left-footed. I'm not going to lie, Arteta, are your sons good? Because they ain't playing for Arsenal's academy. I know one played, and he's like 16, or you're just going to make them do the coaching thing. Because Sterling was here for 2 minutes. His kid signed by Arsenal. Your sons are not good at ball, innit? Which is quite rare as well. But they're beautiful to watch. That's certain. And they give you something different. On never playing home games abroad. Fuck all of that, man. You're seeing Serie A in Australia and talk about La Liga in Miami. And listen, for the fans that obviously, for football reasons, fans that are football passionate in them countries is great. But they're not doing it because of that. It's an idiot thing. They're doing it because of money. And they don't care about the players. This is why, I like, even the other day when they're coming out with salary caps, I think it's inhumane. If anybody deserves the money in football, it's the players. If every player in the top 5 leagues or every fucking division stopped playing football, what are we doing? Because they'll cap the players' salaries. And let's be honest, again, it's above my pay grade. If somebody's getting paid 300 grand a week, how much are the clubs making or the executives? Because they cap on these lot's wages and these lot make mad bread. Crazy. I'm never playing home games abroad, though. I don't decide that. So for me to say never, I don't want to use that word. Let's see if there are other people who have to decide that. If you tell me what you prefer with the schedule that we have, let's play as many games as possible in London, please. On the scouting of Gyokeres and what qualities he brings. Going back in history with Viktor, it's a very different one. The beginning, when he wasn't even playing much and how he evolved his career. Then in the last year, it was very difficult to find a gap like that because I think he scored in every single match almost. But just preparing something, the context is going to change. It's part of football. You see the history of the number 9s. You're going to have moments like that. Hopefully, it's playing through. Not that you are injured. So his robustness is something that's really good. I'm really happy with him. I have full confidence that when you look at him every single day, how much he wants it, that's exactly what you expect. On how he judges his Gyokeres is all-round game. The first thing that is going to give you something extra. Victor has so many things that are probably not that noticeable, but he creates an environment and space and solutions for a lot of players around him. And with that talent that we have in the team, I'm sure that everyone, including him, will benefit from that. On switching players to different positions during matches, Arteta, I'm very happy that we've seen that. We've not really been exposed to it as consistently, but I've seen that bit. I think that unpredictability and flexibility can add a lot of value. It's true that you need certain consistencies as well in certain positions, and not all the players are that naturally confident or comfortable to adapt in different positions, but some of them did, and they did it really well. But it's just finding when is the right moment, the right time in the game to make those changes, and then it has to work. And if that's something he's wanted to do for a while, you have to feel that now they are ready to do it, because different positions have different requirements physically, emotionally, in relation to the game plan. You change a player 2 or 3 times in a position in the game, which means that he needs to fulfill 3 roles in all aspects of the game. That's a lot of information to process for a player, and some are more confident and more comfortable than others doing that. On Hincapie, what you're going to see is his aggression, his determination. He's a player who goes full gas to every single action. So like Calafiori, especially in defending with the ball, whether he plays left centre back or full back, and a player who's very clean on the ball. Again, someone who really wants to penetrate. Why for that? Whether it's with the ball, his positioning, it will bring a different character and emotion to the team. And if he spoke to Xabi Alonso, of course he's going to speak to him like about him as well, people, like 100%. So we don't even need to read that. We've gone over the needing to learn as well. On the development of Mikel Merino, the credit is with him because he had those qualities. I think positioning players and insisting on certain qualities can really impact and maximize the resource of the team. It's something that we made him aware of. And basically then his mindset, he's a player who's right attacking and left attacking in different roles as well. Then as a 9, he has that. He always had that intuition, that quality to finish actions, especially one touch inside the box. Now he's doing it very regularly. I think he's enjoying that. I mean, I'm not going to read that, but naturally, I know people look at this like it's silly, but you should be looking at other sports, and Arteta and everyone's doing that. On the importance of his relationship with the owners, obviously, that's going to be cliche. On Ødegaard's mental strength, which come on, Martin, you're back soon. I think he's in a really good place, but obviously disappointed how it happened. The good thing is that he does everything that he can possibly do to prevent injuries. The injuries that he had are very, very difficult to prevent. So that's something that you have to take the weight off yourself, and that's it. Then you can't afford to be in a different mindset. He's the captain. He drives the standard. He needs to be the example. When you don't have an option, you're a dad. You have to look after your kids. You have to be there. You're good. You're tired. You have to be there. That's his responsibility in the team. I mean, facts. On having the squad to deal with injuries. Yes, for sure. But that doesn't mean that Martin isn't a key player for us. He's very, very important player. We haven't had him for almost since the start of the season, like other players, unfortunately. But we are coping because we have strength in the squad, because we've played with other qualities that they are still performing really well. And that's what we have to do. But we need to make sure that we have him back, because we will be a better team. On being labelled as the favourites for the title, I don't know. Then we have to ask how accurate it was for 4 or 8 weeks ago. So I don't know. I'm sure a result will change that in an even better percentage for us, or worse, depending on what happens. Let's focus on what we control. Facts, Gaffer. On if it's possible to stay at the top of the Premier League until the end of the season. It's possible if we continue to win a lot of matches. I'm sure we'll be there. Piero's 5-minute cameo was fire. Can't wait till he plays 90. Facts. Hey, dog, it's me, Flex Rave. Missed you, bro. Dexter, appreciate you, my guy. Nice to have you back. BR1 love. It will probably be Merino, though, with Rice and Eze. I've been here, bro. Bench Zubi, bring him to cut the defense open late in the game. I can't lie, we have to start him. Chill, bro. That's just what I could see him, Arteta, doing. Yeah, doing up minutes for him, but also be like pre-season. Him, Rice, and Eze, I think he did all right in the internationals. It's true, but I'm not on that, man. Just play the best players, put the game or the result beyond reasonable doubt. Then you can mix and blend, and you can do whatever the hell you want. I think we'll have a Raya system on. Well, to be fair, with his passing range, it's not too unrealistic. Gyokeres has been getting pelters from anyone connected to Sweden. It's important to remember Isak hasn't really performed well for our national team in general. This is the result of the cultures we've had, the way we've played, and himself. But his second half against Kosovo still is much better than anything Gyokeres has achieved. Gyokeres really, really seems out of form. His team win matches. If he's not that good himself, then maybe that's enough. Nah, fuck off, man. He's a quality player. He's a quality player, and he'll be all right, man. 6 games without a goal, but he'll get there, man. We're not going to abandon you. Mikel reveals the key conversation that led to us signing Hincapie. Yes, I spoke to Alonso. I had him. Someone like him that I know well, trust him, and who had him for a few years is very valuable information to have. He was very super complimentary of him, Hincapie, for many different reasons. It was good to confirm what I saw. And some of the things, smash the like button if you haven't, that you obviously learned from that conversation that you probably were not aware of. And yeah, he's had a groin injury. He actually had groin surgery. How do we fare after the international break? I don't even want to see that because it's going to scare me. Do stats explain Gyokeres' issues? I don't need stats to. I don't even want to look at that. Brazil and Senegal are going to be playing at the Emirates, by the way, people. We've had 4 Premier League games in December rearranged. That is now Brentford, Aston Villa, Wolves, and Everton. Everton away is nasty, innit? Miles Lewis Skelly, 49, Lewis Skelly. Ethan Wanyeri and Ajiman are all up for Golden Awards. Big up our young players for the men and the women. I don't think they're going to win it. There's some serious. How the hell is Joel Hatto there? Don't think I ain't seen you for Chelsea. Am I shameless? 100%. And big up our women for beating Benfica 2-0. Our goalkeeper in the women's team picked up an ACL knocks. Quite shit. Apparently, we'll get into that, but apparently Fulham could be missing 6 players. We're currently having the best defensive start to a Premier League season. 7 games, 3 goals conceded. Long may that continue. I need you to get goals, Eze. Why? Look at this. The most shots without scoring in the Premier League this season. Eze's got 17. Cunha's got 15. Gibbs White has 14. I mean, Cunha, I don't know about you, but Eze's better than you. Simple as that. And Eze is going to need to step up in the absence of Ødegaard, people. We're going to need it. We've got the best XG differences this season, but I only care about the stats on paper. We've had 9 different goal scorers this season. Gyokeres is still technically our top goal scorer with 3. Saka, Timber, Zubimendi have 2. Magalhaes, Martinelli, Merino, Calafiori, and Rice all have a goal apiece, people. Saul Niguez said Berta lied to him about keeping him at Atletico. Who cares about that? Conde has revealed... Sorry, no one cares about that. That don't mean nothing to us. We've still been linked with Thuram of Juventus, people. I don't believe that, but I can't see a centre mid coming in unless Marino, Kai Havertz, Norgard, these kind of people go. Not hating, but Eze shoots straight at the keeper. Needs to find his goal scoring boots. Chelsea only purchased Hatto because Arsenal was linked to him for a little. Is that will ball out on Sunday? Gyokeres could have an assist if that stupid Spurs player scored the sitter. Is that was shitter than Gyokeres and he's supposed to be worth double? I heard some man saying we should play Marino instead of Gyokeres. It's a factor, to be fair. Up front, I'm playing Gyokeres into the ground, if I'm honest, but it is something. Mikel Arteta has been warned that White may push to leave Arsenal next year if he's unable to displace Timber. I mean, a bit of competition for a spot that you've hung on to. I mean, I don't think White will do that, but if White wants the cut, he has to. Silly rumour o'clock. Arsenal proposed an offer that includes 43.4 million plus Gabriel Jesus for Juventus's Kinlan Yildiz, who they're also in talks to give him a new deal. So I don't quite believe that. Anyone taking a punt on Endrick, who hasn't been able to buy a game at Real Madrid? Apparently, United are interested in taking him on loan. Apparently, there's 8 clubs interested. You know what? In my Football Manager save, he does join Man United. Lloyd Kelly of Juventus has said Saka is better than Foden. We know this. Foden ain't ever carried nothing. You're not even in England's best squad. Forget Foden, man. We don't need him. Zubimendi's been a success. We don't need to read that. We know how good Timber's been. We know he's setting a new standard at right back. And that's why it's problem. Like, I think he's just better than you. Nuno Tavares has been linked with Chelsea, by the way. Buy him. Because we should get some money for that. Declan Rice has been speaking about England, I think. We want to win it. That's going to be a bold statement, but we're England. Yes, we are. It's coming home. We have world-class players all over the pitch. If we didn't think like that, I think that would be weak mentality from us. We all want to win the World Cup. We'd all love that, to get our hands on that in our career. You see so many of the best players in the world. They've won that in the past and what it meant to them. There's a long way to go, and it's just about building that moment. I feel like one of the senior England players now. I think it took me a few years in this England team to get to that stage, but tonight was cap 70 for me. Right, he's almost going to get 100. So it's going so quickly. I'm still only 26, you know. Declan Rice, you've grown up fast, you know, 26. I just want to keep going, keep playing well. I'm in the leadership group. The lads asked me for my opinion. I'm really close with the younger guys here. And obviously, I get on really well with the older guys. It's good to bridge the gap between the two. I just want to do everything I can to help the team towards next summer. And what has he said? I can play 6 or 8. I think now I'm more of a box-to-box 8. The manager has adjusted my position at Arsenal a bit this year, giving me a bit more freedom to drop deep, but also get in the box when I can. It's the same with Thomas. I think that it really suits me on the left side of midfield, being able to get back, being an all-round action midfielder is what I want to be. I'm just enjoying my football. I've got two managers who lay it out really easy with the game plan, what I have to do and where I have to be. Obviously, I'm the one that has to go and execute it. But when you have the confidence in football, you feel unstoppable at times. I ended the season really strong last year and probably didn't start 1 or 2 games of this season as good as I wanted. But I've picked up my form now. I feel really strong. I feel really fit, really confident in my game. And hopefully the only way is up here for England and Arsenal. Tell them again, my guy. It is, for sure. And in terms of other content people, even if you're not going to be a DG Nation, we need you lot. We need to push. You lot are too comfortable. Even if you're a silent listener, smash like button, subscribe. We will be doing a watch along tomorrow. We'll be live from 4:30 an hour before kickoff. Q&A. You lot called for it. It's out at 9:30, so 2 hours. Big up to you lot who have asked questions. Was Gyokeres a mistake? I don't know what I've said there. And speaking of Gyokeres, in 31 minutes, Havertz and Hincapie unlock Gyokeres. I wonder what this YouTuber said there. So yeah, go take that in as well, people. Let's post all of this. Content. And if you're on Twitch, subscribe with Amazon Prime. Sad that White Prob won't be at the World Cup with England either. It could have been different for him, but yeah, Timber's gone, man. He's just better. To be fair, I still think he can. I just think it's a fitness thing for him. Clearly, like, he's struggling. He obviously needs to get games in that, but I think if he gets fit, gets some opportunities, too cool, fuck with him. Yildiz is like Juventus' Saka. I don't see it happening. You're not alone. Yildiz would be good, but top whack is required. Hope Arsenal lose. We hope Liverpool lose. Yeah, no, you're playing United. Is where it is, man. You know what? You can't write up. No, you can. I can't see Man United winning, but you never know. Stranger things have happened. And now that I've said that, United are going to end up winning. You know what United fans are going to do? Oh, we failed. We did what Arsenal failed to do. We won at Liverpool. Oh, put that in your trophy cabinet, big Man United. But on that note, though, people, we've been here for 1 hour and 10 minutes. It's always amazing to be here with you lot. But I don't want to overstay my welcome. I'm sure I'm sounding like a broken record. So on that note, yeah, appreciate you lot. Hope you've all had a great week. Hope Friday's been great. Hope the weekend and so on and so forth is great. So yeah, check out the rest of the content. Make sure you're subscribing. And yeah, we're out, man. One love. You always